Hello, guys. I just wanted to briefly talk a little bit about the doctrine of baptism of desire and how a true Catholic is to actually understand what it is and what it actually is supposed to be interpreted as in the Catholic faith. Now, there are three types of baptism. You have the baptism of water, which is, when you have the water poured on your head, I baptize you in the name of the Father, etc. Um, Baptism of desire, which is the desire for baptism, and baptism of blood, which is martyrdom. Now, only baptism of water saves. That is the only thing that remits original sin and makes one a Catholic. Uh, Many people, and this is something that has gone all the way back to even the Middle Ages and the early Church, wrongly believe that baptism of desire and baptism of blood remitted original sin and saved souls. And it's something that the church hasn't really. There are dogmas that would be incompatible with the doctrine of baptism of desire, such as I forgot exactly where it was. I think it was in Unam Sanctam or something, where it says in two separate quotes that to be saved you need to be subject to the Pope, and to become subject to the Pope you need to be baptized with water. I forgot exactly. Don't quote me on it, but I heard somewhere that it is in a dogmatic papal bull. But back to the topic at hand. Baptism of desire doesn't remit any sin. Actually might maybe remit actual sin. Like by perfect contrition. Actually, no, I correct myself. You can only be forgiven once you're baptized. I was thinking about perfect contrition, but you can only get forgiven after you're baptized. So, don't take me on that. But yeah, baptism of desire doesn't remit sin. It only gives God will only give the grace, of baptism of water. He'll give you the grace to one day receive baptism of water, and baptism of blood. It does remit actual sin, but only the sins of those who are already baptized with water, those who are already members of the church. So if you're a member of the church, you're baptized, and you suffer martyrdom, someone says deny the faith or get shot, and you choose to get shot, that would remit all your actual sin. You would just go straight to heaven. Um, that's what baptism of blood means. So it doesn't actually remit original sin or the sin of catechumens. If a catechumen dies without baptism, then he goes to hell. That's you need water baptism, and that's what it says in John 3:5. Unless a man be born again of water and the Spirit, he cannot enter the kingdom of heaven. Yeah. Take care. God bless.